Hello, this is Ofotu First Son. Today, bringing another insight to the debate, to the good debates. As you all know, it has been a challenge when Messi fans decided that I wasn't worthy of speaking about this. Why? Because I do not have big enough followers. I do not have the big platform like the likes of Combo, BI, and the rest of them, who are all Messi fans, who use their huge fan base to push a lot of negative narratives and hate word against the greatest of all time, CR7. Now, people like us with our small platform, we have vowed to continue to speak, continuously talk about it, talk about the achievements, talk about what the greatest of all time, Cristiano Ronaldo, have done for the world of football. Now, I will give you a story. In 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, I think it was 2013 when FC Barcelona won their last Champions League. And since then, Real Madrid put them in the background for that long. How is this linked to Cristiano Ronaldo? Now, Barca wanted to be like Real Madrid, bringing up all the big guys. Now, Real Madrid could afford to do that because why? They're always on the final stage of the UEFA Champions League. Then they are not winning it. They are playing in the finals. They're playing in the semi-finals. So they can afford all these expenses. They can do it and even more, coupled with their huge fan base. Now, FC Barcelona felt like, okay, we can also do that. They brought the likes of Messi, Neymar, Suarez, Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets, Puyol. All these people were on huge weekly wages, running into 500, 600,000 and match bonuses that were overwhelming. Now, when they were buying all these people, they weren't making plans on how to actually continue to be on the big stage. We all know that even the Carling Cup gives you more royalties compared to what you get from winning the La Liga and some of the small other trophies that you win from La Liga. Now, they didn't consider all that. Now, you can afford to win La Liga 10 times, and somebody who wins the Premier League once would have gotten more royalties than what you gain from winning La Liga 10 times. So CR7 kept them out of the international stage where the money is, and they spent so much, and that pushed Barcelona into debt. That pushed Barcelona into penury. Now that they are suffering, they are struggling financially now, and they have not been able to do anything about it. That is the result of having MSN. That's the result of having Xavi and Iniesta for that long and not winning the Champions League. And who was the person that is solely responsible for that? CR7. That is where the dislike come from. That is where the never hearing his name on any discussion came from. That is why they feel like by not rating him, that they will take away the achievement that he has achieved all this while playing in the La Liga and playing all over the world, making history, writing his names on the platforms of all the top leagues in the world. While Messi was busy playing a local champion throughout all his career. The only time he had opportunity to leave and play somewhere else, he failed woefully in France because he wasn't able to achieve anything. Now he had to retire early, while CR7 had to go back to play for the best league in the world, in Manchester United, creating history again before he chose to leave there and go and make for himself a different league in Saudi Arabia. That is where all this hate word came from. That is where they are not liking CR7 came from. I want you to like, share, follow, so that people like us can gain influence. People like us can have voice to counter these people whenever they choose to lie from the two sides of their mouths. Let us have people who will counter them, people who will tell them that what you are saying is actually a lie. By research and by facts, we can give them back to back whatever they are bringing to the table. I'm Ofotu First Son. I will see you in another one.